Hello everyone, my name is Rodgers, and welcome to one more broadcast. Today we are going to be talking about the amazing Microsoft project for the web, the reimagined scheduling engine and tool for project managers. I'm going to show you how you can get started and enable it directly within your organization. I have prepared a small agenda for us, and I would like to go through all of these items. So we are going to have a quick introduction about myself, then we jump into the Power Platform and how it is supporting the Microsoft project for the web and other solutions within the Microsoft stack. We will discuss the logical architecture behind project for the web and how and why it's so powerful and easy for users to use it and take advantage of these capabilities already built in with your Microsoft 365. We will show a product overview, and basically I will navigate through the different aspects of the tool. And remember, this is a webinar or a broadcast that is focused within the Microsoft project for the web only. You can extend it and have different solutions on top of it, but today we are focusing on the basics and how to get started. I will also show a capability comparison. Basically, it's giving you an idea of how you can and which tool you should use when facing with different challenges within your organization. I will give you a live demo and show how easy it is to use it, to activate it for your organization, and also to start extracting reports based on available content packs provided by Microsoft. We will discuss the pricing, how easy it is to actually understand the 3 different levels and 3 different licenses available within the market, and then mention a little bit of some accelerators that are already existing in the market and how you can take advantage of them. We will have a learn more or what to follow up on, and this can actually help you understand a little bit better this product and other solutions within Microsoft. So let's get started. First of all, we are part of a Fellowmind group. We are proactive, and the Fellowmind group is actually today over 1,350 employees. We are present in over 6 countries and also with counting with 28 offices in Europe. One of the things I'm very proud of within our organization is how we dedicated our entire life with over 20 years to really ensure that our customers has the satisfaction and all the attention needed. And by doing that, Microsoft has awarded us with several different, I would say, awards, which includes optimizing operations and also empowering employees within the last year. And most importantly, we were actually the ones who won, or we are the winners of the Microsoft Partner of the Year 2020 for Project and Portfolio Management. Thank you, Microsoft, for this amazing recognition. Moving on, my name is Rodgers, as I have mentioned. Today I'm the Director of Business Applications and Project Operations at Proactive. I have been dedicating my career with the project and portfolio management field, I think, for over 17 years. Have been really in different aspects of this tool. I saw it growing from the beginning, and I'm very proud to actually dedicate, and I even have written some books about the topic. I'm also a Microsoft MVP, which stands for Most Valuable Professional, and I hold this title for over 11 years proudly. Thank you, Microsoft, one more time for the great recognition of my work. Jumping directly into our content for the webinar, we're going to be showing the platform and the power of Project for the Web. Basically, how Project for the Web and the platform can bring to you and your users the most of it. It's important to mention that a lot of platforms and solutions today, they are not really connected. So they are happening in different places. You need different tools and also different databases to extract that data. Thinking about this, Microsoft knows that it's important to have a connected processes and all the services. With that in mind, we actually at Proactive have envisioned what we call the 3 pillars of project and portfolio management. And as you see here, we have the pillars of enterprise portfolio management, which look at scorecards, strategy, roadmaps, and also business drivers. One level below, we have the project management office. That specific pillar look at the resources, costs, governance, templates available for my department, and even some projects and frameworks that they should be using. We cannot forget most important of all of this, the project teams. And the project teams needs to work collaboratively. They have to understand what is a team, which tool they should use, and also get mobility and what tasks I should be working on. Thinking about that, all this ecosystem is built around the Microsoft products and suite of services. Microsoft is able to bring all of them together basically by connecting Office 365 with Dynamics 365 for business applications and Azure, empowering all the cloud behind the scenes on all these different solutions. The management platform and how the work management platform works is looking at the circle. You can actually evaluate how Project for the Web it's changing its way of working with other tools. In the past, we have been in a different place. Now we are part of this work management platform, which includes Dynamics 365, which includes the Power Apps and also the Office 365 apps itself. One of the key points of how the Project for the Web is enabling and making sure things are easier for your organization to work with, it's because now we are part and we are supported by the CDS. What is CDS? CDS is the Common Data Service. It actually allows securely to store and manage all the data across different solutions and applications, including Project for the Web. If we are looking here at the CDS, it allows you to standardize custom entities, which will enable you for customizations and even extending the tool. It allows us to build powerful Power Apps on top of those entities. And not only that, we can use Microsoft Power Automate to automate our business processes, which is really important in today's life. The Power Platform is a platform that really empowers your system and your organization. Basically, it's built on top of the concept of low code, no code, and that allows you to analyze your data and see your data across different solutions, act when needed with very rich user interface, and also to automate things, making the life of your users easier and more compliant with the recommendations of your organization. If we look at that, the Power Platform brings the three, I would say, most famous products of Microsoft at the moment, which is Power BI, Power Apps, and Power Automate. Don't forget all those Power Apps that I'm showing here. They are on top of the Common Data Service, and they come with thousands, or I would say several connectors built for partners all over the world within the Microsoft ecosystem. Looking at how Project for the Web interacts with this Power Platform, as you see here, it is built completely on top of it, allowing us to enrich and take full advantage of these great tools already available within our ecosystem of Microsoft 365. Jumping into the architecture and how actually the users can see and understand what I'm doing and where I'm doing things. This is a logical architecture, a little bit simplified, but it will give you a very, very good idea of how things are actually happening. We have on the top the Microsoft Project Home. Here is where all the work you are recently working on will be shown for the users based on permission levels and also projects that have been shared with you. Below that, we have Project for the Web together with the roadmaps, allowing you to look on a very detailed level within your projects, but also on a very high level. I used to call a bird's eye view of all your projects. Connected to each project, there is a secure place to collaborate and also to store your files and data, and that is built on top of Office 365 groups, the greatest and latest capability for collaboration with Microsoft. Don't forget and don't get fooled, because Office 365 groups, it is the basis for a Microsoft team group. So basically, automatically on every project that you share with someone within your organization, a team can also be provisioned and used on top of that. Once we have this established, we will look at the Power Apps platform, which will create for us an interface where users can interact with rich interface and usability directly within the tool. We use Outlook and also Power Automate to ensure that things are happening smooth, so we can get notifications directly in our mailboxes and also automate some approvals, maybe it's required for your organization. Closing this overview, we have Power BI. which is the greatest tool that we are using today to enable insights across all different projects and products with Microsoft. Power BI has a native connector to CDS, the Common Data Service, that brings that data live for the users, and you can build very rich and insightful reports by yourself. So let's take a look at the Microsoft Project for the Web, which I call it, or I would say it's a simple but powerful project management tool for everyone. Project for the Web, it is a reimagined tool from Microsoft that came to solve this new simple is better concept. Basically, Microsoft built on top of the existing schedule engine for the old Microsoft project, which is the desktop, which has been in the market for over 20 years. And now they're bringing us this very modern and simplistic overview of our projects. Very rich, very easy to use, and very user-friendly interface. When we are looking here, you can have a grid view. I used to say this is for the Excel lovers. And why not also supply or maybe satisfy our Kanban lovers? And there we go. Microsoft Project for the Web comes with a standardized overview of not only from a grid analysis of your project, but also within the same project, you can change for a Kanban look like. I would say also a planner look like. But remember, behind the scenes, there is a powerful schedule engine supporting and boosting all your productivity within projects in your organization. When I jump for the traditional project managers, I cannot forget about what they call now the timeline or Gantt view, as we used to call in the past. But now is a timeline view allowing you not only to evaluate graphically how your project is happening across time, but also to interact with the project directly within the system. Microsoft Project Licenses comes with a gift, I would say, because it brings you this bird's eye overview of your projects called Microsoft Roadmap. And the roadmaps allow you to connect with different projects at the same time, but maybe on a higher level. You don't need all the details to be visualized when you're evaluating your portfolio. Here you get a very clear overview based on key dates and I would say phases of your projects that are automatically updated by Power Automate behind the scenes. Microsoft Project counts also with a native integration with Microsoft Teams. That means inside your project, you are able to collaborate, share with your users, and take full advantage of Microsoft Teams collaboration capabilities. It comes with two connectors, one for Project for the Web and one for Roadmap. We will show you in a second in our demonstration. There is also one hidden, I would say, candy for everyone who is a lover of a bit of more process or maybe governance around your projects. That means when you acquire Microsoft or when you enable Microsoft Project for the Web in your organization, you also get full access with a native Microsoft Power Apps app that is connected, allowing you to evaluate your portfolio of projects and maybe customize some process flows that matches your frameworks and methodologies used in your organization. We cannot forget of a very simplistic way to also build those forms. You directly within the Power App model-driven app capabilities, it looks at all the entities for Microsoft Project for the Web and gives the user a simple summary of all the pages. Remember, we are showing you here what is native within the tool and no customizations on top of it. This is what you get when you purchase a Microsoft Project license. And don't forget, everything you saw in the previous slides also available inside our app in Power Apps. So, just to close this thought, Microsoft Project for the Web comes with a completely fresh new experience, really making collaboration easy for everyone. It has an intelligent planning capability with one of the most powerful schedule engines of all time. And it also brings this innovation platform, allowing everyone to really get engaged and run their projects in the best way possible. When we are talking about the Power Platform, we actually can see standardized project management across all your organization, enabling best practices and even allowing you to take project management to another level with governance and even more control over your portfolio of projects. It has fully controllable enterprise initiatives, allowing you to maybe create an innovation management system and connect directly with Project for the Web. Remember that behind the scenes, everything is being powered by the Power Platform and the CDS as a storage base. Microsoft has a very clear vision for what they are aiming for and the future of Microsoft Project, which means teams work in the way they want, enterprise gets the results they need. Microsoft work management vision is simple and clear to everyone. And that is really makes us as customers very comfortable that we are going to the right direction. A quick capability comparison before we jump into the demonstration. Microsoft Project for the Web has also, I would say, two other products that are already in the market for a long time. Planner, which is a little bit of a new kid on the block still, but it's a very, very powerful tool, and also the Project Online, which has been for over many years into the market as a portfolio management solution for Microsoft. When we're looking at this board view or this comparison grid, we can see that Planner can help us a lot on the task management, board view capabilities, and also teams and assignments. You know, Planner is fully integrated with Teams, the same as Project for the Web, and on the same grid, we look at Project for the Web bringing your experience and ways of manage projects to another level. How it does that? It brings the grid view capability, timeline or the Gantt chart overview, dependencies between tasks, work-related, and also the schedule engine that I have been mentioning before. On top of that, roadmaps also supports Microsoft Project for the Web and Project Online. So that means if you're still on the Project Online platform, that does not mean you can move already to Project for the Web, because you're still able to concentrate and consolidate all that data in one unique portfolio overview. If we go a little bit further, on the standard tool at the moment, you get some other capabilities in Project Online, which are easily, and I would say in a very faster pace, being catch up for Project for the Web. So let's go for a little bit of a demonstration of the tool. I will show you now how you can activate Project for the Web for your organization. Basically, you have to access your Office 365 environment. Once you are in your Office 365 environment, you have to open all the apps, and unfortunately for this case, you need administrative rights. When I'm opening my administrative center for Microsoft 365, I will navigate directly into my settings, organizational settings, and try to scroll a little bit down. You're going to be seeing Microsoft Project. Yes, it's down here. Just click on Microsoft Project. If you have license already available within your Office 365 environment or tenant, they will already be here for you, ready to be activated or turn it on. What I have to do, I just turn on my roadmaps and Project for the Web, and my entire organization now is able to use this magnificent tool. Once that is done, you can go back to your Office 365 Center and you see a project icon available for your users down here. Every user who has a license that are either the Project Plan 1, Plan 3 or Plan 5 will see this icon. We will touch base the license a little bit later. So when I'm here, now what I would like to do is I just click on the Microsoft Project icon. What we see now is the Microsoft Home for projects. That means I can look at all my recent projects. I can even favorite them in the top bar. I can create a completely blank project or a blank roadmap. Let's create a blank project and start creating a very simple plan for my project initiative. To create a new project, you just need to create a new blank project. This will open what I call a blank canvas for your users. And how amazing and clean is this layout? You have ability to actually look and add specific columns that are present within the system, but I can actually start like a lot of people start their ideas in a very basic list of items, like you do in Excel, but now remember there is a powerful engine behind the scenes. What I will do here is I will probably follow a basic project phase framework and stage gate model. So I will create a initiation. I will have Now, planning, I would like to have execution, monitoring, and closure. Very, very simple. And pay attention that we are actually not saving anything. It's automatically saving this directly within our CDS, and it's fast as impossible before. So one of the things you can do now is you can start elaborating this plan in a very simplistic way. Let's create some tasks under the initiation, which means Project for the Web also supports work breakdown structures, and that is what we are looking for, how to organize my work inside my project. So you can use the shortcut or the key insert. This will create a new task between the two tasks you have selected. And now I will just create project charter. Oh, but I would like to indent this task so it belongs to the initiation phase. You have two ways to do that. First of all, you can use your shortcuts, or you can just click on the three dots or the ellipses as it's called and say make subtask. Automatically, the task is belonging now to a work breakdown structure and you can start working on it. That is a very nice trick here because you can also see the outline number. So this will give you an idea of the levels of your projects and how it's growing and giving you a much better overview of your schedule. So let's create a little bit more the tasks. So let's say approve project charter, and here on the planning is create business case. I will use my shortcut right now to just indent. Now I have to plan resources, approve business case. For the sake of the demo, I would like to add some resources now. So what you need to do is very, very simple. You can either add a duration for that task. So I would say it's 5 days, or maybe this to approve my project chart, it's a milestone. So you can just add a 0 days. And then the planning, I will do the same. Create business case usually takes 15 days. Plan resources around 3 to 4 days, and approve business case, it's another milestone. To assign this task to a specific user within your organization, it is very, very easy. You just need to go on the Assign To column and select a specific user. You see that I'm the one who created the project, so I'm already available to look at this information here, but I would like to add Christina Helms. Now pay attention of what is project doing for me. He identifies that you are incorporating or adding new resources within this specific project. So why not create a collaborative way to share that information with the users? So what I would like to do before I create this project, I'm going to give a project name here. So you click on the project name, where, by the way, you can actually have a calendar for that project, and I will call it ACR broadcast. There we go. Now pay attention when I do the same thing before. I will add this user to that specific task, and now it's automatically telling me that I will create for you, Alan, a group that is following that same pattern or the same name of the project. So create and assign, and now Christina is responsible for that task. That doesn't mean that I have maybe users that are not even part of my organization, because I can actually find some different types of users that are maybe generic. So this is going to be a generic business consultant, and here is still the project manager doing that task. And for the sake of the demo, I will just load a different plan that has all of this pre-built. There we go. This is my plan. One of the things I would like to show you here is, once you have your plan completely done, you're able to create predecessor between those tasks by just selecting what depends on or not. But remember, we have 3 different views to evaluate this project. So if I go to my board view, I actually have here a very, very clean Kanban look like, or a board overview of my project. And most importantly, I can change even the way it's been grouped. So I would like to evaluate tasks that are assigned to. I can see that Alan is working on that task, the generic resources working on another group of tasks, and also all the other resources. One very important point here is if you're using maybe a progress view, you're able to actually automatically say that things are in progress or even completed. So I would say that my project charter is now completed and create my business case, it is in progress. When you go back to your grid view, you can actually see here in a column called percentage of completion, all the progress in a very graphical and visual way. We cannot forget about the timeline. When you go back to the timeline, you have the same plan we have been discussing before, but now in a very graphical visualization of my project. And now the timeline for Microsoft Project has other capabilities that we never had before. For example, you can actually look at exactly start and finish dates on the highlight of the task, but most importantly, I can now drag and drop items that will automatically interact with the schedule itself. So for example, I can see that refine business case is going to take a little bit longer, so I can just move this until December 20th and automatically my entire project plan has been moved. This is a very powerful way for you to ensure realistic project plans within your organization. Not only that, but I can also create predecessors. Let's say that I can only start to generate project status reporting after my detailed project planning is done. You can just select the project planning, drag and drop this directly with the generation of project status, and look, the engine of Microsoft Project for the Web is automatically scheduling everything and giving you an overview of a realistic project plan. Remember, we are not moving between different tools. It is the same tool, but in a different overview. All the dates you have been planning before are now visualized here. There is one more very interesting factor I would like to show you. Project will automatically calculate the amount of hours based on the duration for a specific task. But if you have, for example, the task that is generating a periodic status report is going to happen across my entire project, project also allow you to have 20 hours spread across 55 days. That means when you're looking at an overview, even though this task here has 55 days, if you go into the details, which you can open the pane by clicking on the icon I, it will tell you that in 55 days, only 20 hours will be consumed. And you can come here and add, I have done 2 hours of my status report, 4 hours of my status report, and pay attention of the graphical visualization, giving you the project managers full control of their projects. One of the things I would like to demonstrate is we are not only using this plan by yourself. Remember that group you have created? It automatically share and synchronize the permissions between those users. Most importantly, if we access our Microsoft Teams, what we will see here is I have a team that is connected to that specific project, and I can automatically use the connectors provided by Microsoft to add new projects, and it will look automatically for all projects available in that group and allow me to interact directly within Teams to that project. How amazing is that? Imagine your teams sharing files, working with different types of collaboration, communicating between each other, collaborating across the project, and at the same time had a full overview of the projects right inside Teams. Thank you, Microsoft. This is really, really nice. So another thing I would like to show you is once a project is created, you can also use the Microsoft roadmap to control and even take advantage of a bird's eye view, looking at all projects that are going to be used. When you are in the project home, now I can take a look in a bird's eye view and see all projects that I'm actually working with in my organization. How you do that? You can create a new roadmap. Again, for the sake of the time, we are almost over time. I'm going to open a specific roadmap I have previously created, and I will add my new project. Roadmap comes included into your project for the web license, and what I would like to do now is I'm looking at several projects at the same time. I have my own key dates, but I'm going to add a new project, adding a new role into the roadmap. How I connect this roadmap to my project? I just say connect to a project. I can even connect to Azure DevOps, but I would say connect to project. My project is already here in the top, and what I would like to do is just select that specific project. Microsoft will automatically keep that project up to date for me. When I connect to that project, it will allow me to select what it's important for me to track. Take a look at this. This is the plan or the WBS structure I have created in Project for the Web, but inside roadmaps, I can take a look on a higher level. So I would like to take care of all the phases, planning, execution, monitoring, and closure, and also all the milestones. So I would like to get the approved business case, it will be tracked, the kickoff of the project, and also the project completion. Look and pay attention that I'm not selecting everything, I'm only looking at what is important for me. When I click Add, project will automatically bring that information live for the user. What I'm looking here is my project in Project for the Web. I can go into the details by just drill down here by clicking on the project, and I see this information directly in a portfolio overview. Once you are here, you are even able to say, okay, my initiation is on track, my monitoring it's also on track, but my planning phase it's a little bit at risk, and I would say that my kickoff date it's a high risk. Look how powerful you are now able to look and evaluate this portfolio of projects. You can control the zoom across different items, giving you a better overview of what is going on. You can create even key dates on a higher level. So let's say that this will actually, I have a kickoff that needs to happen by April 12th. And this is my kickoff expected date. Add key date, and look at this. You have a very clear overview of how the project is being executed against your own key dates. For the sake of time, I would like to go back and take a look at another item, because Microsoft Project for the Web also give us a standard content pack for all these projects. So if I access my Power BI, I'm able to look at all this data from all projects in a very rich interface. So what I'm looking right now is all the projects across my organization, and you can see here my ACR Project for the Web broadcast. Looking on a phase overview, I can navigate maybe into a portfolio dashboard where I look at all projects across my entire portfolio. I can look at maybe my project timeline and filter maybe by a project manager. So now I have an overview of all projects for that specific project manager. I will remove the filter, and portfolio milestones coming from all different aspects on your portfolio. Roadmap key dates, you can also evaluate where things are happening across the roadmaps, and most important, resource assignments are also being present here. So if I look at Alan and I take a specific look at what I just created for him, I can identify that there is a create project chart task to be done by 5th of October. This is a glimpse of what it's coming with a free content pack with Microsoft Project for the Web. Let's go back to the presentation. Talking about pricing. Pricing is a very important thing, because we know Project for the Web is amazing, it looks great, it will help my organization to really take full control of everything I'm working on, but how much it costs? And actually, this is the great part. If you are already on the Office 365 environment and you have a tenant available for your organization, you just need one of those 3 licenses, and I will focus on each one of them quickly. That is the Project Plan 1 that allows everyone who has this license to interact with the project schedule inside Project for the Web, and that is meant for the team members. Remember, up to 20 people can actually work on the same plan at the same time. This is really, really amazing, and is showing how Microsoft is taking care of collaborativity work across projects. We have the Project Plan 3 that is meant for the project managers. That means they have not only full access to the projects, but they can create plans and also collaborate with other items inside roadmaps. We have the Project Plan 5 meant for administrators or resource managers, because remember, this is the native solution that Microsoft is bringing to us, but you can extend it in another level for your organization. Talking about extension, we have built our own accelerator, which is called Unified PPM Pro. Please take a look. It's the winner of the Microsoft Project and Portfolio Management Awards 2020 globally, according to Microsoft. Thank you, Microsoft, for the recognition one more time. And here you can actually see how we extended the solution. And on a plug and play, you can enable and start using all these different capabilities like governance, maybe KPIs, criteria between stages, approval processes, and also financial overview. This is the free Power BI content pack that I have mentioned, and it comes, you can download it and use it for free. It's provided by Microsoft and works directly with Microsoft Project for the Web on any instance available in the market. I would like to raise your attention for our upcoming webinars. And one of those webinars will be a deep dive on a real customer case for the Microsoft Project for the Web. And please take a look. We are talking about the Global Connect case. And one of the key phrases that really gets on me is Global Connect were able to reduce in 84% the time spent for project managers within tools while managing their projects. Isn't that amazing? So don't miss it. It's going to be on 30th of September next week. So see you all there. And I can only say thank you all for joining this webinar. I'm pretty sure we try to keep the time, and questions can be sent through the chat. We will be answering them across time, and have a great day. Bye-bye.